Hey guys, Override Motorsports YouTube channel, and as you can see here behind me, the motor is done. Once again, total engine, killing it, did a great job. Thing looks awesome, super clean, can't wait to put it together. Should be a fun little project, get that knocked out here this weekend and be a fun video to produce. Let's go get to it. Alright guys, we are back at the shop and it's now time to start putting this thing together. I'm going to do some of it tonight, and then when Justin gets here tomorrow, we're going to gap the rings and hopefully throw this whole thing together. But right now I just got the engine up on the stand here and I'm just starting to install the main bearings. So a lot of people like to plasti gauge that stuff and check all your clearances, which you probably should do, but it's a junkyard motor, so I'm just going to send it and throw it together and hope it stays together. So all the main caps are on and the studs are in. Now it's time to torque them down. So how it goes is you do the inners first, here, 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 and then so on. And they go to 60. And you have to do them in 3 incremental steps. So right now he's going to 20 on all the inside. And then we'll do 15 on the outside. And then the side bolts get 20 total. So we'll probably start at like 7. And then go in from there. These are ARP main studs. They are used ones, but they should work pretty good for this. Just got to make sure that the crank still spins good after they are all torqued down. Let's get to it. It's all torqued in, spins super nice, so we're looking good. Got the billet barbells in the front and the rear of the motor. The rear one was a little tight, but a little buffing, and it went right in there perfect. So now, since we're waiting to do the rings with Justin, we're gonna install this cam and the oil pump and probably call it quits for the night. Well, that's a wrap for tonight. The crank is in and the cam is in, along with the timing chain and the tensioner. So we're looking pretty good. Tomorrow, we'll get to the rods and pistons and slap the heads on this thing. And we should be rolling and then be ready for paint. And then in the engine bay it goes. If you can't tell, I did paint under the engine bay, and the can was a little deceiving compared to what the color actually was, so if you can tell, it's slightly more orangish than the rest of it. I tried to paint a different spot here, but it didn't turn out, so gotta redo some of that. But so far, we're looking pretty good. It's about to happen. The motor's about to go in soon. So, it's the next morning. We got all the rods and pistons put together here. They're looking pretty good, and now it's time to fit these rings. We're shooting for like 30 and 30, and they're about 17 now. So let's get grinding. Should be a fun one. We're 7 for 8. We got one piston right over here. It seems like it's a little bit out of round over here on the outside, so it's just too tight to put in there. So made a little call on Facebook, and hopefully someone's got one sitting around. But as of right now, this is all the further we can go. Hey, so I just wanted to do a quick parts update. I've gotten a lot of great parts here in the last couple weeks from a lot of great people, and I just want to kind of give them a shout out here for what I got from them. So first, I got this from Garage Built Racing. It's a Aeromotive 10.0 fuel pump. This is way overkill for what I'm going to do, but if we ever start messing with methanol or something like that, I have a 16 injector intake, so this will flow enough to go pretty far on that, I hope. Otherwise, if not, and we build a bigger motor, that'll handle it all. And that came from Garage Built, along with this M&M single stage dump valve I got from Tyson too. It's a wonderful product. Haven't had time to mess with it too much yet, but I got all the plumbing on the way for it, so I'm gonna get that hooked up here to the transmission, and when I drop the motor and tranny in, we'll start wiring on that and learn some Holley V6 tuning stuff to hopefully help me spool that big turbo and get off the line. And these I just got off of Amazon, but they are Flowtech headers, up and forward or down and forward. I'll run them down and forward, but for $200, it's a fantastic piece. Super nice welds on here. They look great, they'll fit great, and big 3-inch opening should flow plenty of air. And that's what we'll need. Plus, I've gotten quite a bit of stuff from Motion Raceworks, and I got here their billet turn signal bracket. Once the car got a chromoly steering column, it didn't have blinkers anymore, but they're all still wired up, so just got to do a little easy wiring on this, and that should work good. And then I also got a flex fuel sensor from them, which I'll run so I can do some pump gas, street driving, all that fun stuff with it. Yeah, so I'm super excited about all that stuff. A lot of super nice parts, a lot of great people getting me some great deals on all this stuff. And I guess one thing, I love this Aeromotive pump, but you are required to run a 6-gauge power wire and ground to it, but I don't understand why they only come with, I don't know what these are, 12 or 14 gauge. Just super small, so it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But if anybody knows, let me know. Maybe I'm just an idiot, I don't know. We'll find out, but yeah, other than that, super nice piece. Want to give a huge shout out to Motion Raceworks and Garage Built Racing. They did such a great job. These are awesome parts. Everything looks so nice. Good deals, of course. And then I also got this nice thank you letter from Tyson at Garage Built, Tyson and Abby. So I want to give a huge shout out to them too. Much appreciated. It's great to have people behind you getting you some great deals on parts so we can all go fast. Thanks guys, that'll end off this week's video. We got some more work to do to the motor. I got a new piston coming, so once I get that cleaned up and ready to go, we'll be putting the rest of it together and painting it and hopefully putting it in the car. Thanks for watching guys, see you next time.